chat, you can interrupt me. Doesn't matter. All right. How are you guys? Everything okay? Okay,
Alhamdulillah,
everything
madam.
okay. So how's the other assignment? A lot lah. You have
A
lots of
lot, madam.
assignment to do.
Yes.
Okay, I just when I do this, I think like after this, I'm going to do a Gmeet based on demand lah. If let's say some of you wants to ask me something, then I'm just going to do a Gmeet session, right? Syafiqah Nadia, yes madam, crying eh. Alright, I think who is actually here wants to share. Where is this brother? I think. Where's the brother? Who's actually asking me? I don't know what's his name, but his WhatsApp is actually mentioned in diamond, red diamond emoji. I don't know who is this. I think it's a brother or I'm not sure. Uh, okay, who wants to volunteer? Who wants to volunteer to share something about your what you call it your idea, so that I will try to improve and everyone can see.
Me, madam.
Aisha, okay, so you already did it in the Excel kan?
A bit for business plan.
On business plan, you want to ask about business plan lah. Okay. So do you want to share to me or do you want to present yourself?
Share with madam.
Or do you want to just have a general okay.
General.
So if you want me to present, it's a general question. Okay, what kind of question you have for business plan?
Sekejap madam. If present maksudnya madam will share the slide ke?
Okay, like this. If let's say you want me to present, to share my screen, you can actually give any kind of document to my WhatsApp.
Oh, okay.
Okay, to my WhatsApp, or maybe you just write in the WhatsApp. Okay, the document lah. If you want me to present it for you lah. But if you want to present yourself, I'm not sure whether that if let's say your internet is okay, your internet is good enough and strong, so I think it's okay lah for you to present. If you want to present, you can present lah.
I will send to WhatsApp madam hari ni.
Okay, send me your document. So any document, for example, like individual case study, you have a little bit of draft, or maybe you just did a BMC, you want me to check for you, you can actually send your Excel to me, so I will present it on my computer. Alright, any other question from the floor? Maybe you have a general question. Okay, can I have someone to share just sharing session? Oh, this one. Okay, this one is from Aisha. So I'm going to present. I think it's okay, Aisha. Not fully complete. It's okay. Okay. So I'm going to present my screen. So Aisha has been done a bit on the one page business plan. Oh, this one is the, I thought that the group I want to share, but okay, it's okay. This one okay, right? So she has done the one page business plan. So let's go and see her work. Okay, company brand name. If you have any question, you can interrupt me. Uh, brand name Kayung Instant. Okay. Uh, okay. Supply to Hotels Malaysia. Ready to cook instant ingredient. Pack of daging masak hitam perak original recipe and Malaysian dodo. So basically you have two products. Okay. Uh, Hotels Malaysia. Okay. So basically in her Excel, so she actually helped hotels in Malaysia. So that one is tourism. Okay, that one is okay. Daging masak hitam. That one is ingredient only, right? So Aisyah, how this daging masak hitam perak ingredient helps the hotels in Malaysia?
Because what I see is most hotels in Malaysia basically they provide common menus of Malaysian food such as nasi lemak, nasi goreng, and so on. So I would like to help them to serve like somehow maybe new menu for some people who come to the hotel. Maybe some of them do not know daging
Oh,
masak hitam.
so you sell to the hotel itself lah,
Hmm.
to the hotel lah.
And also I would like to
Okay.
basically I want customers of Hotel Ministry Malaysia to prevent from wasting their time to go out searching for food. Basically we can see that most of them in the hotel they usually stay in the hotel but they will go out to find food, right? So I would like to macam bagi new menu lah madam.
Alright.
Hmm.
So basically, I think when it comes to for example, you want to focus on hotel themselves. So how about promoting your what you call it, instant recipe or instant ingredient, these ingredients to the public, to the customer, hotel customer. Do you have any idea for that?
Social media madam, Instagram business account,
Do you want
Facebook.
to extend to that?
Hmm.
So basically, for this case study, you just focus on the hotel lah,
Hmm.
right? Hmm. Okay. And mengetengahkan resepi daging masak hitam dodol. Okay, why you do it at the same time to attract customer to eat at the hotel cafe? Most of the working people will most likely to choose hotel like Hotels Indonesia. Uh, childhood kampung by eating. So you want to introduce a new recipe, okay, to the tourists, which is okay. Alright. Okay, so that's the reason why you want to promote. Okay, this one is okay.
Okay
By
madam.
contacting the management, okay, make a contract with them to supply the packaging of ready to cook or instant ingredient and doodle pack. Okay. So how is the packaging for the dodo? Is it like it's in a small packaging, ready eat packaging, or you just give the dodo to the hotel to pack?
Small packaging and also like packaging in standard size of Tupperware madam. Standard.
Okay. Because I think that there are two different products that you want to sell here. One is the raw ingredient. The other one is already done, right? So when it comes to contract, we have a contract. When it comes to contract, maybe you can actually put here the doodle tag is actually been customized
Ah,
to
okay.
the Hotel Sri Malaysia brand, because you are actually selling to the hotel, right? So basically, hotel will ask you to do the labeling of the hotel stuff lah. Okay,
Mm,
just want to use want to have a contract with them. Okay, so basically your idea is actually not really being affected by the MCO. Okay, this is a good way to, because when you have this kind of idea, I would look at how it actually your product is actually affecting towards the SOP. For example, in hotel itself, they have the SOP. For now, they do not have buffet. Okay, most of the hotel now don't have buffet. Okay, so I think that the raw instant ingredient, this one is okay lah. But if you want to actually help the hotel, I would suggest that you can actually try to promote your raw ingredient as well to the customer of the hotel. Ah, so you actually have a little bit of what we call it, two customers lah, from hotel and also the what we call it, the hotel and also their customer, because some hotel rooms have what we call it, have a place to cook,
yes,
right?
madam.
Have a place to cook. So the customer can actually cook inside
Room.
the hotel rooms. Uh, uh, okay, so it does help in terms of the SOP as well. Okay, okay,
Okay, madam.
customer problem during COVID. The standard of operation. Customer who go to hotels in Malaysia do not go out of hotel to reduce the contact and avoid from wasting their time. Okay, so you can actually try to extend your idea towards the customer who actually renting or book a room that have a small kitchen in it, so that they can also cook there.
Okay,
Okay,
madam.
so they can bring their own, I don't know, maybe their own raw ingredients kan. Alright, Kak Yo instead supply the recipe in packaging, dodo packaging to rasa-rasa cafe. Okay, alright. So the suggestion that I give, for example, you want to promote to the customer that actually going to cook inside their room, that kind of creativity that I want. So like Aisha here today, I help her for her creativity. Okay, so you must actually manage to solve something when it comes to COVID SOP. So because of, I think before this, I think yesterday or Saturday, there's one of your classmates asking me, what is it? She's or he's, I'm not sure, asking about what we call it. Okay, most of the things are returning to normalcy. I don't think we actually for 100% normal right now. We're not really normal, especially for those who actually being affected in industry like entertainment. For example, like cinema. Okay, for example, cinema. Customer or tourist. Okay, so you actually mentioned about customer here, so maybe you can actually try to be a bit creative on how will you do it. Okay, use a small font a bit so
Okay,
that you can
madam.
actually explain more.
Okay, madam.
Okay, customer or tourist. Okay, target market. The customers. Okay, this one you can actually explain a bit more. What customer? Okay, customers. From hotels in Malaysia. And then in bracket, focusing on customers that book hotel room with kitchen.
Okay, madam.
Okay, so there are many other things that you can actually propose to the hotel. For example, they can actually you can actually ask the hotel to promote to the customer who wants to what you call it, uh, book the hotel with the kitchen, so that they can actually prepare raw things. Okay,
Mm.
raw materials for them to cook inside the hotel. So Kaya Instant promoting our product through social media. Okay, this one market segmentation, Malaysian and international tourists uh coming to hotels in Malaysia. Okay, if you go to the what we call it, I did check the word. Could remember, but in the principle of marketing also, when it comes to market segmentation, there is some what we call mm, okay, there is some segmented market based on maybe demography or psychology. What you call it? I don't remember. Uh, Market segmentation, that one. Okay, so you can try to. I think let me find it. Market segmentation. All right. This one I think. Geography, demography, psychography, and behavioral. I try to relate to this one. Basically, when you put like this, it's actually
To
based
generate,
on
madam.
it's geography actually.
Mm.
Kan? Malaysian
Mm-hmm.
and also it's country, right?
Mm.
So you can actually put one segmentation there based on geography, which is country inside and outside. Okay, but basically when it comes to SOP right now, international tourists is not much. Okay, maybe you can actually put like
Focus.
what you call it, Malaysian
Mm.
in the bracket main customers.
Mm.
The
Okay,
international
madam.
tourists might come, but they actually might be coming from the those who actually already here, stay here.
Okay, madam.
Right. Okay. Kak Yo Instant promoting our products social media. This one is market positioning strategy. Okay. This one market positioning is talking about how you want your customer to remember your brand.
Oh.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Alright. So you are talking about platform here, Facebook. We're talking about okay, social media. Uh, you will also contact Rasa Rasa Cafe at hotels in Malaysia to make a deal with them. Okay. Maybe in market positioning strategy, because you are this one is actually connecting back to market segmentation. For example, you're talking about Malaysian, international tourists. So I would suggest to actually try to come up with a brand tagline here, and how you are going to do your ads. For example, Malaysian, maybe you are going to do just small we call it a short video commercial about Malaysian cuisine, and we call it putting the brand of hotels in Malaysia there, that kind of things lah. I mean, like how you make your customer remember you, or you can actually come up with your own tagline.
Okay, madam.
Alright. Okay. So whatever it is you do in your market positioning strategy is all connected to your market
Segmentation.
segmentation.
Okay, okay.
Right. Uh, Competitive advantage. Original recipe of daging masak hitam and dodol. Alright. Okay, competitive advantage. How do you differentiate yourself to the other competitors who are actually doing daging masak hitam? There are many
Mm.
people selling the same thing, right? Uh,
Mm.
so how? Maybe you packaging dodol in I don't know, maybe in a new packaging of what you call it, ketupat. I'm not sure, but you need to be something different from the what you call the competition. competitors. For example,
Madam,
in daging masak hitam, have yes.
sorry, madam. So meaning that in competitive advantage, so I should put it related to MCO lah, madam. Related to or
You can put like that as well. For example, if you want to, you can actually put, for example, in terms of the product itself, or in terms of the packaging, or maybe your promotion strategy. You can touch many things.
okay,
Okay.
madam.
For example, like I give you idea, you want to promote to the hotel customers who's actually book what you call it, book the hotel room with kitchen. So that's one is actually competitive advantage, something that the other competitors doesn't do. So whatever competitive advantage you do here is actually going to affect solutions here, how you do it. So it will affect many things. So you need to find out lah what kind
Okay,
of competitive
madam.
advantage. Okay.
Okay.
Income stream, this one you did okay. Santan Asia, Harmony, okay. Hotel Bangi Putrajaya, BGR, okay. So you need to explain why Santan is your top competitors, Harmony and also BGR.
Okay, madam.
Okay, alright.
Okay, thank you,
How will
madam.
you stay profitable in a long run? So this one, for example, like your idea here, you're talking about hotels Malaysia. Okay, I would suggest, for example, for this box, you're talking about your 5 years or 10 years goal, business in the long run goal. For example, you are going to sell to the other hotel after you get profit of for example, how many profit, or maybe 200 200% profit. After five years, we are going to sell to the other hotel as well, to with a better packaging system or whatsoever.
Okay, madam.
Alright.
Thank you.
Okay. So anyone else wants to ask? Oh yeah. Oh, sorry. Okay, can you hear me clearly now? I'm actually eating durian,
Yes, madam.
and
Now
I'm
can
so hot. I'm eating durian and I feel like a bit like down already. Eat too much. Okay, anyone else wants to ask? Anyone else want to share their idea? Like Aisha, she's very lucky. At least she knows how to improve. Or maybe you want to just what you call it? Just share by talking only. No, that's it. Okay. Who wants to talk? I just choose random. Rifki. Ni kuliah on engineering. Rifki. What
Assalamualaikum,
you
ma'am.
have in mind when it comes to Assalamualaikum.
Uh,
I'm concerned about you actually. You're coming from the other kuliah, but this semester you didn't learn so much because of the COVID.
so even though like I learned from
uh,
the online, the YouTube videos and stuff. Thank you for that. And I want to ask specifically about
mm,
the industries. Supposedly, if you're choosing the oil and gas industry, how are we going to contribute?
okay. So, for example, if you want to open a business in the industry being affected, which I mentioned before, you can. But if you want to start small business that helps, like Aisha did, her business actually helping the tourism industry. Even though that you don't feel like it's not really much when it comes to helping, but for me it's enough. you start small, but you come up with a creative solution for the SOP. For example, if you want to focus, if you want to help the tourism or hotel, you can actually come up with a better packaging of food. Just selling packaging, also okay, also can. Uh, which one is actually that's actually better lah. I don't want you to go for very bombastic way because, for example, if I see in the, for example, in the what you call it, in the BMC here, okay. Before this, when you are doing entrepreneurship week, or when you're doing a business, there's not so much. And because you are doing in an entrepreneurship week environment, so I already give you some lots of what you call clues when it comes to key partnership, key activities, and so on. But now you need to further thinking about it. For example, like Aisha business. So now she have in terms of key partnership, in terms of Hotel Malaysia, no, key partnership. Her customer right now is Hotel Malaysia. Key partnership, for example, like the government. What kind of government that actually help when it comes to the business? For example, SSM, that one thing, and then talking about what kind of who give you the supply. So you need to really think about when it comes to your BMC. But if you are doing a really big business, your partnership should be very long. So that's why I don't really recommend for you to start big. Okay.
Yes, madam. The very fact that you just said,
All right.
because all of these four industries which are mentioned are really, really big industries, and there's a first thing, and secondly, like when you're talking about tourism, the pandemic is like coming back to normalcy, so everything is kind of okay. So I have an idea for tourism, but should we go back
Mm.
in time and put ourselves like when the pandemic was really, really a pandemic, and or we should consider the current situation. The current situation is kind of okay, so that means we don't need to. I feel like we don't need to focus on those four big industries, but we can come up with any good idea, any sustainable business idea. What do you feel about that, Pala?
Yes. Okay. Do you what kind of business you want you have in your mind? What kind of idea you want to do?
Okay, like considering the if, for tourism, for people to move around, if you consider that the pandemic is still like a big issue, that means we can't really focus on like tourism where people are moving, like where tourists are there. So the idea is basically creating a common platform for all the tourist local guides who
Mm-hmm.
can speak different languages, and creating a trust
Mm-hmm.
between those tourist guides, like how to say, verifying them by feedback review-based system. So supposedly you want to go to
Uh,
Terengganu, there will be a local guide. Not you, a tourist comes and he wants to go to Terengganu, there will be a local guide who can speak English, Spanish, or whatever the language, and that person can choose that particular guide and through our platform, and for every transaction we get a
mm-hmm.
small commission, and then we incorporate hotels, like the best hotels, like a good review based system,
Mm.
but more onto like local sites. Yes.
Okay. All right. That's a very good idea actually. What kind of platform do you want to do? Is it a website or
So
is it social media?
it's basically it incorporates everything. Basically, like a website, because the transaction has to happen, and the promotion and the other stuff, the social media will be there,
Mm-hmm.
and also like in a long-term solution, it will be a app. Either it will be a web app or a app which you can download and find the best promotion, the
Mm-hmm.
hotels, the deals, and everything. But it starts off as a trusted tourist app or a website or a platform where you trust that particular app, and you can trust the people who are there are verified, and they don't corrupt you. They don't rip off money from you. So it will be legit, and everything, there'll be some policies and stuff.
for the startup, I would suggest you try to start with an app first, with an application. So because basically, there are many businesses out there who actually start with the application, because the application right now people are using it so frequently. Okay, that one you can actually put under how will you do it, because and apps as well is actually there are so many things you can actually talk about what kind of things you actually want to put inside an app. For example, secure payment, for example, like translation. Maybe you can actually promoting or introduce any kind of package, or maybe premium package within your apps, because that's how you get money from your apps, right? And then
Yes.
mm, in your long term, for example, like for example here, okay, okay, in your how will you stay profitable in the long run, then you will start proposing about website, social media, and also on. Okay, website, that one is going to be profitable. Okay, uh you start with an app first. Even app building is actually for about like 200,000 K in capital. You need 1,100K, for example, like if you want to do an app like Grab or Foodpanda, at least you need to have 200,000 ringgit for one app building. Maybe you can actually proposing for example, like simpler apps like translating translation function in there. Actually, maybe you can put a little bit of function like Google Maps in there. So that kind of thing is actually a good idea as well. Like I say, it's actually good if you really wants to go up to the technology part. Technology idea you can also involve in there. For example, you just want to do a blog only. You want to do a blog, but what kind of content, what kind of things that will help people when it comes to COVID? You can do just a blog, okay? Or maybe you want to do just an app, okay? Just start small first, because even the small things actually require a lot of system and plan. Okay, and then you can actually add a lot inside your BMC and also inside your planning as well. All right. Okay,
Yeah,
Rifki.
yes, madam, understood. Not going to build a app like Grab because it is multi-level. Something small which can be done. There are
Mm-hmm.
different APIs
Mm-hmm.
that you can just drag and drop, and it will be done. But I'm really like if you could loosen up a bit about the restriction about just the four industries, it will be helpful because I don't see a point
Mm-hmm.
because I can really understand that the four industries which is mentioned are the most affected during the pandemic, but those are major industries, and we are nowhere, like we are students and we are nowhere, we can't think on that level. Even if we think, it will be imaginary. We don't have those capital or the government policies, we don't really know. And I think if we just make it broad, any business
Mm.
idea, it will be helpful because if you consider oil and gas, it will be really difficult to think about an idea and how do you increase the, how do you contribute to the oil and gas industry because cars are not moving because of the pandemic, vehicles are not moving.
Yes.
Yes, like if you can loosen up a bit
Mm-mm.
about the restriction. Yeah.
Even if you even you if you just focus on content, for example, your apps only focus on content. For example, you have an app that actually gather all the SOPs, all the standard operation for tourists to come into certain countries. That would be very helpful already, because for example, like if you want to go to one country, we need to go and see how what kind of procedure that we need to follow. For example, if I want to go to Australia, I need to go to Australia website to actually see what kind of procedure that they want for me to follow. And then if let's say if it's in English, I can understand. But like you say, if let's say you would just focus on content on that particular for example SOP only, also very very helpful already, because people want to actually find faster searching on application like that. And rather than we go to Google, and when I go to, for example, I want to go to Pakistan, for example, I want to go to Pakistan, but when I actually Google their government website, I couldn't understand because it's actually in a Pakistan language. So that kind of things will be very helpful. All right.
Understood. Understood. Thank you.
Okay. You can actually try to make it focus on only once. Like I say, when it comes to business, there are so many successful business in this world. They come up with a great idea because of one single problem that customer have. Okay, just focus on your customer problem, and then your idea will actually extend from there. All right. So just focus on one single customer problem. I don't want you to become to be actually to making a very bombastic. We're not actually solving everyone's problem. All right. Any other question? Okay. Anyone wants to share? Maybe Muzamil, you have any idea? He always asking me a lot.
Nothing much, ma'am. I'm just listening and learning.
All right. Okay. So you have any idea for your individual case study?
Uh, Not yet. I will probably follow the which I told you earlier. So it's still
Mm-hmm.
stuck with a lot of them. So
All
if
right.
I will follow the
Mm.
your idea or something related with food
Mm.
industry.
Hope that you can what you call it learn a lot from this assignment. It's actually confusing, but it really does what you call challenge your creativity, and also how do you solve things through business. All right. Mm. So how's your okay? Zamir, thank you very much for the response. Okay, so hopefully you guys are okay. Inshallah, if let's say there is a demand from you guys who wants to share, maybe next week there will be more people who wants to share their idea, or and then I actually will look at your idea and try to improvise something if you want to share. Okay, not all lah, but for those who what you call first come first serve. So hopefully next week try to prepare something. Maybe you can actually share with me later. If you want to share any idea, you can actually send your Excel through my WhatsApp, and I will open like I do for idea. Okay. So anything else? What about the group assignment? Everything okay? How about your blog? Later, I'm going to do a video on how to include Google Ads, Google Ads inside your blog. That one is not compulsory, but if you want to learn how to add the Google advertisement, for those who really wants to do blog after this, if you want to get money out of your blog, you can actually learn that. That's the key of what you call it, the key of money by doing blog. All right. Any other questions so far? Okay. Hopefully you get something. Okay, from this class. Okay. Actually, I want to. Yeah.
Oh,
Aisha.
sorry madam, apa tu? About business blog. Can we like post the 10 posts in one day, or it must be in different day?
It's okay if you want to post in one day. It's okay. There's no consistency when it comes to blog. Only Instagram. Because that one is just I just want to know whether that you know how to design a bit on blog. More on, for example, like creativity marks will be given on the design of the blog. So because I do video on designing blog using Blogger and also the one called what you call WordPress. So try to design your blog as quite clean lah. I would suggest you go to the other people blog on business, see how they do their blog. Okay.
Okay, thank you,
And
madam.
I think there are some of you actually using Wix or Bibli. That one is actually very advanced. I used Weebly before, but it's actually too much complication. They're so too complicated. So I don't really encourage you, because blog is the basic platform before you open a website. Okay. All right. Anything else? Okay. Do you
Madam,
want me to share on yeah, Abu Bakar.
yeah. Assalamu alaikum. Madam, would we have to include in the blog just photo and the description of the product? Like we can talk about our product.
Okay. When it comes to your blog, it's about your business plan. Okay, it's about your business plan. So it's not only the product. For example, there are so many things inside the business plan, but I would suggest not to share the financial part. Financial part only, you don't share financial part. That one is actually discreet. The other things you can share, for example, your marketing strategy. I just want to you to actually use the function of the blog only lah. It's
Okay.
okay lah if you just want to copy paste from your business plan. That one is okay. You can also try to if you want to introduce your blog to the others, try to share lah your blog uh, at the
Okay, madam.
LinkedIn
Okay,
or
thank you.
whatsoever if you want to lah. Yeah. All right. So I think that's all for the questions, right? You don't have any other question? Okay, actually, I want to share with you something about LinkedIn. Um, this one is it's not about the assignment. I want to share with you how to get job from LinkedIn. Do you want to know how
Yes,
to
madam,
know the
please.
trick?
Yes, madam.
So I'm going to present. Okay. So this is like a life skill things. Hopefully you're okay with me sharing this. Okay. So I'll open up my LinkedIn. Okay. Is it slow? All right. Okay. So the reason why I ask you to do your LinkedIn, your assignment in LinkedIn is actually to help you to get more, to help you to get job actually. It's actually share. Okay. So basically, there are certain things that you need to focus when it comes to LinkedIn. I think the number one platform in Malaysia. I'm not sure at the other country, but in Malaysia right now is number one is LinkedIn. Okay, to get job, because LinkedIn did not charge the company when it comes to their job posting compared to I think Wob or maybe Job Street. Okay, all right. So basically, when it comes to experience, you have experience already through my class. So put yourself in there, experience. At least you have something there. And under here, you must actually talk about what you are doing inside the company. What kind of maybe job position and what you are doing inside there. Okay. And then education is also matters. Okay. I think when it comes to education, uh, you can actually put grade if you want, but if you don't want to put grade, it's okay as well, because LinkedIn um people, or what you call it, the employer will see your resume rather than when it comes to the grade. If they want to know the CGPA, they will go to your resume rather than the CGPA. If you want to put, I think it's better lah. If your CGPA is like 3.5 .0 and above, you can actually put there. All right. And then professional certificate, if let's say you have license or certifications, you can actually put here. Volunteer experience. This one is actually a great skill, or not a great skill, a great addition for your profile. And I would suggest you go and volunteer something like that. I think some of you like Muzamil already volunteer. You put there, okay, and then you mention what kind of volunteerism that you did. Yeah? Because employer love candidates who actually have volunteer experience. It shows that you are human. Okay, skills. Skills. This one, you can see here in management. I have 5 here. Right, I have 5 here, which means that people endorse me. For example, you want to actually apply for a job. Okay, I click on the job. For example, customer relation team leader, easy buying. Okay, you can see here what kind of skills that this what you call it, this job wants. Where is it now? About the job, I think there is one thing that we can actually see. Okay. For example, trainer lead. Let me try to find here. Sometimes in their, what we call it, in their description, like this. As you can see, this is from TikTok. TikTok give quite high salary. I have a friend actually working at TikTok. She got 4,000 per month. Okay, and the skills that this company wants is English. So you can actually, you can actually put inside your profile English. Okay, there is a management leadership training. Training you might not have lah, but management leadership you have. Sorry, where is it? Where is my you have? Okay, so level education no need lah. Okay, coaching new hires. People management you can actually put because you are working with your other people with your team members. You can actually put people management there. Okay. Oh, sorry. Let me open this one. Okay. All right. So you can actually put the skills under here. For example, the TikTok ones, people management. Okay. So I add a new skill here. I cannot put any more. Okay. Add a new skill. Sorry. Add a new skill. Add a new skill. People management. Okay, and then you add. So when you have this one, you ask your friend or team members to go to your profile and endorse. For example, let me go to the lucky person here. Ulfi. That's my student. Okay, this is my postgraduate student. So you ask your friend to come to your profile and click on the button plus here, tourism marketing, and then this one is endorsement. Work together. Okay, and then highly skilled. So basically he has been endorsed by me on tourism marketing. So when you go to for example this TikTok, you have leadership training. So that's how you put skills inside your profile. All right. Another one is recommendation. I give so many recommendations to many of my students. As you can see here, this is all your seniors. This is all your seniors. You can actually ask me later if you want the recommendation when you want to apply for a job by DM or PM me. Okay. The courses is very important as well. For example, you go for any kind of courses, even your curriculum classes, you can also put there. It's a part of your courses as well. Okay. Projects no need lah. Okay. Language. So basically that's all. When it comes to your profile picture, I don't put like this. This is actually like I don't actually applying for job. Okay. You can actually, for example, when it comes to LinkedIn, you can actually smile like this. Okay. It's like it's not really formal, but basically like your profile picture shouldn't actually have so many background noise. Background noise means the background must be in one color. So basically you can see that I have 1, 2, 3 for about like 4 colors. If let's say you have so many noise or background noise, so many distraction at the back, the what you call, the employee doesn't want to look at it. Okay. All right. So about you can actually talking about what kind of things you can do. Okay. In terms of what kind of expectation or your passion about something. For me, passion is very important when it comes to applying for a job because at least the company know where to put you, and people do better at jobs when they know their passion. So you need to know what's your passion from now. Uh, and how to know whether you have a passion or not? Try to do something new lah. Like me, I have so many passion. I don't know what I'm going to do with my life anymore. Photography, planting, gardening, so many things. So you need to actually explore what is your passion. Okay. All right. So, madam, can we upload our resume in the LinkedIn because some of them said that better not to put it. Okay. I would suggest not to. Because in your resume it's like your ID or your IC. There are so many we call it personal details in there. For example, like your emails, your phone number. I didn't actually advise, but you can. I think there is another one thing that you can share, which is portfolio. Okay, portfolio is actually let me try to find my student. I think what is Jimmy nama dia tinggal Zulhelmi. Zulhelmi. This one is your senior, if you know him. He got marketing executive with CEO in the making. Okay. He actually where is his? He's actually sharing his portfolio. Okay. I don't know where is it portfolio. Maybe I couldn't find it. Portfolio example. Something like this. It's something like a portfolio is actually what you call it, things that you do like this. There's a lot of what you call you can do a timeline of what you do, or maybe you can put a lot of photos. For example, you do Instagram, you can put there. This one is like timeline, so you can share like this. And I would suggest to actually put an email that is not your personal email. For example, you do another email for the sake of job searching only, so that people will not scam you whatsoever, kan? But I do see there are so many people who actually put their resume, which I didn't recommend lah. But if you're okay, your privacy been breached like that, I am not sure lah. But I think there are several people who actually, when they put their resume, they get easier access to job because everything is there and you can see already. No need for the employer to ask you. So it's up to you lah. All right. Okay, so I think that's all. So it's already 6 p.m. Do you have any question with regards to anything lah, LinkedIn? So basically, LinkedIn is you can actually change something at the back as well. Okay. Uh, the thing when it comes to LinkedIn is that your individuality must be there. You don't copy paste from other people resume. That's one thing. Okay, that's how I help my former students when they did not get job for quite a long time. So I will go and see their resume, how they do their resume, especially when it comes to the about me section. You always copy paste from someone or from somewhere. That one is actually not advisable to copy paste. You must have some sort of individuality of yourself. You yourself know what kind of passion that you want to do in your life and what kind of capability that you want to focus. That kind of thing that employer want to see. Okay. So I think that's all. I will put this recording session. I will put this Gmeet in the YouTube later on. Good luck in your group assignment. All right. So, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Okay, you can leave. If you want to ask me directly, you can stay. Madam, how frequent we need to update our posting or profile in LinkedIn, or no need to be so active? It depends. Like if you want to apply for a job in a month, so you're active only that 1 month lah. Okay. If you want to add up just connection before you go hunting job, you can do starting for now. Because bigger connection means that you are not afraid to meet new people, and some employer loves that. So that's why I think connection is also very important as well. Because I have for about like 500 plus connections, coming from a lot of from industry people as well. They sometimes will PM me to ask for potential candidates. So I will give them some names from among my students who I know well. Okay. All right. And also the what we call it, the articles that I asked you to do is actually one of the way for the employers to see whether that you are capable of writing something. Because right now one of the I think I share with you a post on the skills that people are looking now is actually one of the skills that people are looking is actually content writing. Okay. So that's all. All right. So inshallah next week, if let's say someone wants to, I will open another Gmeet. Okay. Thank you. Bye.
Thank you, madam. Assalamualaikum.
All right. Assalamualaikum. All right, you have any other question? The 4% stay ni or not? I leave. I will be the 1% last standing. Okay, Fang, do you have any question?